If you play Super People because you like the crafting or you like the complex level system, let me start off this video by saying all of that is going to be removed come December. Super People is completely overhauling their game with a huge update in December. Now, is this the end of Super People or is it just the beginning? Some people may only be playing Super People because of the crafting system and the complex level system, and they like the reduced fact of RNG and also just the concept of preparing for battles in game. Now, maybe you're one of the people that felt preparing took too much time, which is why they're making these changes. Now, I personally did enjoy the crafting as well as the complex level system, but I can definitely see how a simplified approach can be better, so let's go over the changes they will be making come December. So the character classes as well as the level system will be completely revamped. They want to make it so that players will be able to acquire the core and ultimate skills earlier, just to encourage more early battles. The maximum class level has been reduced from 27 to 12, as well as the number of class skills, which has been reduced from 10 to 4. So before we had the 9 perks in the bottom right and your special ability, now it's just the special ability and 3 other perks. Now of course each class will have its own unique traits, but expect some changes to what we currently see. Everybody will be starting the game off at level 3, and they will be able to acquire the ultimate skill at level 4. Which kind of confuses me because I honestly don't understand why they start at 3, why not just make it like you start at nothing and then you unlock the ultimate if it's only 2 levels, but I really don't think it matters. With the reduced amount of perks, the capsule system will definitely be more simplified as well. Now, moving on to the removal of the crafting system, this is obviously done to reduce the amount of time it takes to prepare for battle. If you've been playing this game, you know how long that takes. Typically, you'll get into a couple gunfights early, but other than that, you're kind of scavenging the map for materials to help boost your guns to take these early gunfights. Weapon tiers will now go from 1 to 5, so everything above heroic will no longer be in the game. The tiers for armor will be reduced to 3 levels, and I believe they're keeping the heroic armor, so it'll be the level 3, level 4, and then the heroic. Now, of course, with this comes an adjustment to the damage gap between weapon tiers and armor, which overall these changes were built to make the game more balanced, as having all these different variables made it difficult for them to have a balance in the game, and was definitely the lead cause for having these changes. I definitely always saw that as an issue. There's so many different variables that affect damage as well as the amount of damage you take. They kind of took all that out to simplify the game so that they can focus on what they actually need to balance. Now, of course, with these changes, the user interface is going to look significantly different. Here is a screenshot of what we should expect to see. As you can see, your ultimate's on the bottom middle, with the other 3 skills located to the bottom right of that. And then on the complete bottom right of the screen, you can see your gun along with the amount of ammo you have, and as well as the tier armor you have, and a slot for power bars. Now, I actually think that this does look pretty clean, because when compared to the current one, it just looks way more satisfying. So this does give me some hope, but I do find the whole crafting system being removed as a big bummer. Now, more changes we should expect to see is spending less gold. When changing classes, you will no longer require to pay for gold, which, I mean, they've pretty much been free since the entire time during the early access, so not much of a difference there yet. Of course, in the future, if they stopped giving us all those free tickets, it definitely would have affected us, but now we no longer will have to pay for class changes or whatever, so I guess you could just run whatever class you want. Not really a big fan of that. I kind of liked being forced to use different classes, being motivated to pick a different class. Oh yeah, also there's no more specialized weapons, so picking a character for a specific gun will no longer even matter. I could definitely see this being an issue because I think people will just find the meta with a couple classes and everybody's going to be running the same thing, and some classes will not even be used. But I guess they're trying to fix that with the balance adjustments. I guess we'll see how that plays out. Now, for the personal supplies and revivals, you will still have to pay for that, but it'll be rearranged. We'll see how that works. Maybe they add the tickets, or you just play a cheaper price with gold. Now, some other changes being made to make a more comfortable and faster paced gameplay experience. We should expect to get a 20% increased basic movement speed, which will be acquired at level 1, which since you start at level 3 by default, you will get this off of landing. Parkour speed is now going to be faster, decreased delay when landing after a jump. This screwed me over with Strike Force a lot, glad they're reducing that. All classes will now be able to slide. It's no longer just I believe it was a Seeker only thing, or one of those classes, but yeah, only one of the classes was able to slide. Now all the classes can slide. Now I will say sliding is kind of trash in this game, but if you want to, you can now slide. Now, of course, with the increase of pace, we're going to get an increase of people. So before, you'd probably get lobbies between 60 to 70. They're going to increase that maximum player capacity per game. Not sure exactly what that number is yet, but definitely excited for that. Hopefully we can also get larger maps. People have been trying to get a 200 player full map battle. Not sure how far we are away from that, but I'm sure that'll happen one day. Now, outside of changes, we're actually going to be getting new content added into the game. In this upcoming December update, we will be getting a battle pass, an emote system, and a new play zone. Within the battle pass, it'll have new outfits, gold exploration tickets, and unlockable emotes. Here are some screenshots of the new play zones we will be getting. Here's the bamboo forest, This bamboo forest does look pretty cool to me. Not sure how it's going to play in game, but aesthetically it's pretty pleasing. As well as this minefield looks pretty creepy. You're going to be underground. Obviously some ults are not going to be useful in here. Not sure how this will play into the game. We'll see how it plays out, but if I'm a class like Shotgun Master, I'm definitely avoiding this area at all costs. Now they also announced that they're working on a new class with unique movement skills, and they're going to continue to work on balancing Titan and Demolisher because those classes are buns. Well, Titan is pretty good actually, but Demolisher, complete cheeks. Be sure to let me know down below whether you think this is a W or an L. I could see it being an L, I could see it being a W. Simplifying things does often prove to be beneficial, so we'll see how it plays out. I'm going to continue to have faith in the game and bet that it does work out, but I guess we'll see. Till next time, love you, see ya.